trying to be a little bit more strict with my makeup budget, because buying makeup just to buy makeup is not smart. At least for me, it's not smart financially. So I try to only pick things up now if it's something I've really been wanting for a while, if it's something that I know that I want to have eventually, and I'm trying to limit the amount of products that I buy. So recently I was promoted at my job, and it was a huge milestone for me in my professional career, and I thought, you know what, why not celebrate? Why not get a couple things? The Sephora VIB sale's going on right now. It's the perfect time to do that. So I picked up a few things, and then I have some other stuff that I just haven't shown on camera yet, so let's play with a couple of those items. I cannot wait to show you what I have. I'm so excited to play with something new because I have been scaling it back a little bit. Okay, so let me just preface this by saying that the base makeup's already done. I don't have to do my foundation. I might add a little bit more concealer here because it's kind of worn off throughout the day. I have been wearing my base now for probably about 6 hours or so, and I'm wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills new Luminous foundation, but I mixed it in with the Clinique Even Better foundation. And I did that because the ABH foundation oxidizes on me horribly. Mixed them together, got a pretty good shade match. I'm happy with it. I used the Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer, this doodad right here, and I powdered with the Fenty Beauty powder. So that kind of helps make my face makeup stay on just a little bit longer, because without that, it's going to be slipping and sliding everywhere in a couple of hours. When you have oily skin, you have to learn how to prep and set. Okay, so the first two products that I kind of want to show you are ones that I stumbled upon by accident. Manny MUA is a very popular beauty YouTuber, and he is always trying out newer products. He has an oily skin type like I do, so the stuff that he likes, usually I like too. It just kind of works that way. But I saw him mention that Tanya Crooks had a brow product at Target. Now, if you don't know who Tanya Crooks is, she also has the Brow Gal, which is, they have amazing products. I have been totally obsessed with the Brow Gal's brow pencil for the past couple months. You can tell I've been obsessed because I've only been using it for about, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months, and that's what's left is gone. And I've also been a diehard fan of the Brow Gal's Fiber Brow Gel, which I don't have anymore because I used them all. But it looks exactly like this little tube here, except this tube is the one you can find at Target, and this brand is called Arches and Halos. So when I saw Manny use these brow products from Target, I thought, I gotta try those out. I gotta see if they're anything like the Brow Gal products, because they're more affordable, they're more accessible, and you know, I'm already in love with the stuff that Tanya Crooks comes out with, so I figured I would give them a try. I'm pretty impressed. They're not the exact same. They're not the same products as the Brow Gal. I can tell you that the pencil that I bought, because they have a pencil, they have a fiber brow gel, they have some pomade. They've got everything you need in the brow category. And I just bought the pencil and the brow gel. The brow pencil is pretty similar to the Brow Gal one. It's just the formula is a tad different. But it wears all day for me, and the color is spot on for my brows. It works. So I've really been enjoying it. It's about half the price of the Brow Gal pencil. And then the brow gel, this actually says it's a microfiber tinted brow mousse. So it's not a gel, it's a mousse. It's a little bit more liquidy than the Brow Gal fiber brow gel that I really know and love, but it still works. And it's a fraction of the cost. It's about half the cost of the original one. So that's what I have on the brows today. I am going to touch up just a tad because you can see here where they're kind of fading out a little bit, and I need to kind of bring them in a little bit further here. So doing that, I have another product that I want to show you. This is one I haven't used yet, but it seems fun to me. Okay, so if you watch a channel that's called Make Me Up Missa, she is a British YouTuber, I'm guessing. She sounds like she's from the UK, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. But I like watching her. She gives good reviews. She does very colorful, bright eye makeup, so I really like watching her. So I was watching her brow tutorial not too long ago, and she made mention of a product she bought, but it's this doodad right here. This is like, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know what I'm going to think about it, but it helps for brow placement. If you have trouble placing like exactly where you want your brows to start, where you would think they should end, where your arch should be, this would come in handy for that, because it has little markings up top that show you like 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna get my brows that perfect. I don't want them to look that perfect. But this will help as far as like where they start, where they end. I think it'll really come in handy. I'm excited to give this a try. Okay, so what she did is this, and then she kind of like pushed it in a little bit. That way there was a mark. Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay, very good. I think it'll be a lot more helpful once, like if I'm just getting started on my brows. Well, now that I already have them done, so using it right now is a little pointless, but oh yeah, I wiped some of the makeup off. That was brilliant. So I'm just gonna kind of, I already sharpened it. I'm just gonna fill in with this pencil real quick. You can see how I brought this one out a little bit more, and I can always fill in. I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so I touched them up a little bit. I mean, they're not perfect, but you get the idea. You get what can be done with the pencil. I love this pencil. I think it's great. I think it does a good job. And I want to say it's like 12 bucks, 13 bucks, something like that. And I know that the original Brow Gal pencil is like 20 some, 22, 23. So opt for the Arches and Brows. It's by the same person, same brand owner, and very similar concepts. They have the spoolies on the end, similar formula. As far as this little tool, I mean, I think this will come in handy as far as where to begin my brows, because my brows don't start where they should. They've been overplucked. So this will help me kind of know where to place them and to make them a little more even as far as where they start, where they end. So kind of digging that. We'll give this a try in a future video. Kind of hard to do when my face is already done. Oh, and point of reference, in case you are curious, this is the shade Dark Brown, and the pencil, what are you, is also dark brown. So, matching shades. Of course, I can't pick up a palette without swatching it all over the place. So anyway, moving past the brow products, now that I have that finished, I need to get something on my face. So let's get into the face products that I picked up. This is super exciting. These are a couple of things I've been wanting for an extremely long time, but they are a little bit on the pricier side. So I knew that if I was going to buy them, it was going to be something that I thought really long and hard about, and it was going to be something that I did when there was a sale. The first thing I picked up, and I struggled with shade, I struggled with which one to grab. I picked up the Buxom Wanderlust Primer-Infused Blush. This one is in the shade Dolly. Such a beautiful, like, mauve-toned blush, and it has a sheen to it. So I grabbed this because every time I've seen any YouTuber talk about this blush, not necessarily this shade, but this blush in particular, they are raving about it. They talk about how great it is, how beautiful it looks. I bought this shade just because I wanted something to be a little bit darker, but not too crazy dark to where it would look ridiculous on me. So I'm hoping that this achieves that look. I guess we're going to find out. But before I do that, I want to show you the other cheek product that I bought, because I'm not really sure which one I'm going to use yet. So I was watching Paulina Beauty a while ago, and I saw her use this palette, and when she did, her skin looked so beautiful. It complemented her skin tone beautifully. Just everything about it was mesmerizing. And that was the first moment that I really thought, I'm going to get that. When I am able to, I'm getting that palette. This is the Natasha Denona Blush and Glow Bloom palette. It looks like this on the inside. It is so gorgeous. So if you look up top here, these two are cream. They're cream blush. Or, well, this I guess is a cream highlight, and this is a cream blush. And then at the bottom here, these are both glowing, like highlighters, basically. Let's get in a little bit closer here. Look how beautiful those are. Aren't they gorgeous? So when I saw her use this palette in that video, I died. I knew I had to have it. I'm glad I have it. I can't wait to use it. I did swatch all 4 of them because I was like a kid at Christmas when I got this, and I'm excited. So I know I do want to use at least something out of here today. So before we dive into those cheek products, because I don't have any bronzer or anything down, I'm sure you can tell, and I do want to touch up my concealer just a little tiny bit. I'm going to take the Bye Bye Under Eye from IT Cosmetics just to kind of cover up that purple right there before we get started on the cheeks, because I have another product that I want to show you that I recently picked up, but it's a drugstore product. I grabbed a drugstore bronzer, and y'all, I'm not joking, this bronzer is beautiful. It is really good, and it's honestly better than what I expected it would be. It is so good. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Bronzer. Show you that. And it is so beautiful. It has the sheen to it. This one is in the shade Light, so it's their lightest shade, but I use this in conjunction with like a matte bronzer, and I just put this over top of it, and it's so beautiful. Let me try just this. So I'm going to dip into this kind of generously because I don't have anything on. And we're going to bronze up just a bit. It just has such a pretty tone to it. I mean, look at this side, and then this side. Like, it just gives that really healthy, sun-kissed look, and I'm really digging that right now. Okay, I really just like what that does for my skin. It just makes it look really healthy and glowy. I'm gonna dip into this Wanderlust blush in Dolly. Oh, that is pigmented. Holy crap. I'm scared. Let's go ahead and just very lightly. Ooh. Oh, I like that. That's really pretty. Can you tell I'm a big fan of blush? I'm taking the shade Glow, which is this cream blush up top here, and I'm just kind of dabbing it everywhere because it's so pretty. Oh man, that is just super pretty, and it really goes well with what I have down. I'm gonna take that color Glow Extreme and just kind of go over top of that just to make it a little more intense. That is just like next level beautiful. Oh, I love it. Now, I do have a lot of texture on my cheeks, so that does kind of emphasize that texture a little bit, but for real, I don't even care. Now we're going to get into the next thing that I grabbed, which I'm also excited for, and I think it'll really go well with what I've got going on right now. Who wants to see a tutorial with the new Jackie Aina palette? This is the new Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration with Jackie Aina. Beautiful packaging. It's got like this rainbow gorgeousness to it. On the inside, it's like your typical ABH palette, except for we've got some really gorgeous colors in here. I'm just kind of digging the whole beautiful purpley, pink, shimmery vibes going on in here. I love it. Okay, I was having a really hard time coming up with color scheme, and my daughter said, you know what, Mom, a lot of those colors don't go together. And I said, you know what, they kind of don't. But she wanted me to go with purple, so I think I'm going to go with purple. She liked the really dark purple in here. It's called Big Wig, and she did mention Shookington, but it didn't swatch very well, so I don't know if I'm going to go with that one. But I do want to go over top of that dark purple with Sponsored, which is this duochrome, like greeny, browny, whatever this is. I think it'll create a really pretty color on the lid. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to put Ginger in the crease because it's probably, besides Supreme, which is this really pretty pink shade here, Ginger is probably the closest thing to a transition shade in this palette for somebody with a very fair skin tone. So that's what I'm going to put in the crease, and we're just going to go from there and see what happens here. Okay, now I'm going to dip into this shade. This might be a mistake, so hopefully it's not. Hopefully it turns out okay. But I'm going to dip into Pinker. Let's put this lower in the crease. Oh boy. Okay, that's really pigmented, so we're going to use a smaller brush, I think. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a ballsy move here, but I think I want to take this really dark, pretty color purple that's called Big Wig, this one up here. I'm going to blend that very low in the crease and all over my lid, and I'm going to go over top of it with Sponsored, which is this really pretty, like, greeny, browny duochrome. We're just going to see what we come up with. Why not? Alright, I'm going to start packing that purple on my lid with this brush because it's a little more flat, it's a little more dense up top and flat. Using a fluffy brush, it's a little hard to get the pigment to stick because it kind of just floofs everywhere. So let's try this way and see what happens. Back over top with that shade Ginger. Oh yeah. Oh, that's delightful. That is really pretty. I almost feel like, I'm sorry, I'm like looking off into the monitor here. I almost feel like maybe I didn't go up high enough with that purple shade, just because my eyes are so hooded. Ooh, but I really like that. That is gorgeous. And it really catches that purple undertone because of that eyeshadow. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is what I have down so far for the eyes. And I gotta be honest with you, I think it looks really pretty. Ew, I just stabbed a ColourPop eyeshadow. I've got some fallout. But you can avoid that by doing your eyeshadow first, unlike how I did. Okay, so I need an inner corner color. I think I'm gonna take this really beautiful shimmery shade called Soleil. I don't know. This shade here is a really pretty, like, shimmery, it's got like a peach shift to it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, I like it. That's what we got for the eye look. I mean, it's not anything real crazy, but I think it's pretty. I had zero problems with the way these shadows blended. They all looked really nice. Keep in mind the pigments that you use are going to be a little difficult to work with because they are pigments, they're not eyeshadows. When you go to blend them, you might have to pack instead of blend, like with the purple. Other than that, I think this is a really beautiful palette. So I used 4 shades, and I know that for a fact I can use this in the future and make, you know, a ton of different eye looks with it. What's good about this is there's different shades different colors, different color schemes. Like, it's not all pinks and purples, because there's browns in here. We got gold in here. We have like a shimmery red. There's just a good assortment of colors. So if you're looking for a palette that's versatile, that you can get some fun looks with, I feel like you could find both of those in this palette. Do I feel like this is like a must-have palette? I mean, not necessarily, but if you watch Jackie Aina and you want to support her, or if you like this particular color layout, pick it up. They're great quality. It's exactly what you would come to expect from ABH, and I'm actually extremely excited to have this in my collection because I really like the eye look I came up with today. Alright guys, we're going to do like a super quick recap over the stuff that I used for this video and just some of my thoughts, I guess. So again, the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation that I mixed in with the Clinique Even Better foundation. I actually really like the combination of these two together. When I tried the ABH foundation on its own, I was really on the fence just because of the oxidation. I don't feel like it wore very long. But with these two together, it looks really nice. I mean, it's glowy as hell looking because this is a glowy foundation and I do have oily skin, so those oils are peeking through. But I've been wearing this since this morning. We're talking like 8 hours ago, and I still have foundation on my face, which is, that's a feat. So, not awful. Maybe it's a good mixer. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. So that's that. The Lumi Bronze It from L'Oreal. Love this. I think it is so beautiful. The undertone is gorgeous. If you have a skin tone similar to mine, if you're fair skin toned or light, very light skin toned, this one in particular is beautiful. The sheen is gorgeous. It just looks glowy, not patchy. It blends nicely. I love this. The Buxom Wanderlust Blush. I had a feeling I was going to like this because of how many people were raving about this online. It's gorgeous. It blended beautifully on my cheeks. You can see the way it looks blended into that Lumi bronzer. I love it. I'm excited to keep using it. I think it is beautiful. My Natasha Denona Bloom palette. I'm way too excited to have this in my collection. Okay, I used the cream blush up here, and then I went down and used this as a highlight, and I just think, like, you can see the, well, you can see the texture, but again, if you've watched any of my other videos, texture's there, it's gonna be there, nothing I can do about it, don't really care. But I think it looks really beautiful. That sheen goes along with the rest of the glowy look, so I'm so happy to have this. I'm glad that I picked it up on sale. If I can save money on something that I already know I want, why not go ahead and get it when it's on sale? Love that. The Arches and Halos brow products that I talked about, I love them. If you get a chance to try them out, they're at Target. Give them a try. See what you think. If you like the Brow Gal, I promise that you're more than likely going to like these. The Makeup Forever Nude Cream that's on my lips. Love this. My favorite lip product at the moment. I like the other shade better. This one is shade 2. This is called Flesh, the color I'm wearing now. I like shade 1 better. It's called Uncovered, but I don't know where it is at the moment. So these are amazing. They're beautiful. They feel so good on the lips. And then the last thing that I'm going to speak on is the Jackie Aina palette from ABH. I think you guys know my feelings on this because I've already been talking about it. I think it's beautiful. I think the look that I came up with is unique and pretty, and I don't know, I'm excited to use it again to see what other kind of looks I can get out of it. And I don't know, if any of you guys already have this and you've already played with it, let me know down below what you think of it. I'm kind of excited to hear what kind of looks you've come up with, if you're just as excited to have it in your collection as I am to have it in mine. And yeah, I think that's about it. That wraps up this video of trying some new products and just playing around with some makeup because I haven't had a chance to do that here lately. Things have been super crazy in my personal life. I just started back to school. I have 2 more semesters at my 2-year community college and then I will be done there. It's been a long, bumpy road. It's been crazy because I also work full-time and I'm also a parent and I'm trying to maintain a YouTube channel. So times are crazy. I'm sure over the next few months I won't really have that much time to film too many YouTube videos, but I'm going to continue to try because I really do enjoy doing it. It allows me to unwind, not think about school or work or whatever. So if you guys see like a little bit of a slack, that's why. It's because school's starting. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff going on in my life right now. Let me know what's going on in your all's lives. I'm curious to hear what you guys got going on. Or anybody else starting back to school? Let me know. Let's have a little chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up while you're here. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.